Now, you wanted to know more about 9/11 and what power nap blasters are for. I'll tell you what happened. What happened is it was a mistaken case of valor thing, which happens and someone's crying wolf, blah, 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 and ends up betraying someone by a hubris issue and backstabbing people and rewarding different thieves instead, and go down the crooked path and dudes are taking shreddings. It's because of a hubris issue, and other guys have to take it that have been sent in that don't kill themselves, and they're going to be panning away about it when you show stupidity after and you're wrong and you're doing it all trying to prove you're tough and your pride, and you go in and you think you're like way higher. As a liar, you're in the shredders, and errors are shredded out. And what happens when you're inaccurate here, right? You get tossed out by someone more accurate and sharp, and you're trying to place like bets, but you don't know, and you think you know, and you show up, and then you're running away crying wolf because you're not satisfied with something, but that's you, and you're trying to flare something up that's a falsehood. That's what the war was too, and the tower's going down. It's an arrogance issue that stems from ignorance with hubris and hubs in there, hubris too. It's on computers too, and it's always the guys that are belittling it that have to take the beating. But some guys like to do this. We're panning back or criticizing back because you showed an insult to nature and you're off like a fucking dyke, and you're trying to show you're all like material, you're shallow. You will hold up with heavy guys and you'll be running away in the flames. And they're doing it with chicks too. They're going to call the shredding. While you're crying wolf and you're belittling and you're looking for all these different reasons, you're going to be off to war instead. Same thing, you'll toss it out. It comes back, that's the karma, and it comes back to the idiots, as uprooters. You're trying to criminalize everything and say this guy's out while you're trying to play the big nigga, right? And what happens? It's in the shredders, right? And they start seeing, geez, and the war keeps going on. They didn't prove much. They just shredded a lot of stuff because that's the call to, is to grease these bitches this time, right? Because they're belittling and shaming and blaming. Give them a real reason to squeal. They want to play deliverance and they want to run off and assume something different and keep messing up. They said bitches, and we'll take her too, and make fun of the way they're doing things too, because it's off by nature too. It could go into the opposite, and there's usually a sexual beast by then, doubting and planting in the curses, but you're up against the heavy crusher, right, of curses there coming in, and they couldn't toss out little Dave, and it's the little Dave route. That's how it goes here, and they choose war too. Just because there's war, that doesn't mean they prove anything either, just by belittling. That's why Bop's winning, because they're wrong. And these are also guys that try to suck up in the tension all for them, while the old devil's watching, seeing how they're doing things. If you're incorrect, right, you don't want to show people stupidity and you jump up, say something, you're a ghost when you said that anyways, and you're trying to blame something. You won't be able to get in my hairs, and there comes the tower. That's how they do it too. Send them into uprooting and shit. We'll take it till their cunts are bopped out. We'll be pouring it away and show you you're trying to protect yourself, and you went and you got your shit uprooted. You went into uprooters, and you're blaming other men as the monsters because they can't handle other men. Other men are set on something. On a plan, and you come along and you're getting confused about what's going on. Things don't just happen like that, especially when you show someone disrespect too, and you're trying to come back and you say off to the shredders there. By then you're just fucking around, you're messing with stuff. If there's beef is met with heat, incredible heat, right? That's what happens to beef. It's like queefs, just like a donair, right? The flies coming around, off to the crusher for the bugs. Crush for the bugs too. And you went another way, that's fucking way off by fucking nature, and you're trying to pave the way, they're gonna say no fucking way, right? And you're trying to, and it comes back, hypocrite. Look, you're trying to demonize something. That was just you trying to backstab someone. That's what happens too. It comes back. Karma comes back. You think you're immune. It's gonna be the guys that show beef, and the guys, remember, pumping heat in. It's not just forget too. You won't be able to walk. That's why they do this too. And they're going to be testing the tough talkers and the squeezer, and you say, squeeze down. A lot of guys are talk. They're just in it for easy, and we're plugging away at the crates. You're wrong. You got too many wrong. It's going to be the idiots, right? They're greased out, you know. And that doesn't stop nothing, too. It just the pressure's on and flare. So you got to watch up. You go too high, you shred it, right? Just like cancer there, right? And they're taking the Bop'Z after they think they're immune. It could even be different robot gods now. That's why they need to send robots in for these guys. They keep hitting the crushers. Why? Because they keep hitting errors and fucking shit up, and they have to, there is punishments. It's just not there, right? You're not immune. That's like cancers and different viruses too. You have to take it, and we're gonna show you while you're cunts. You're online naked too. You're gonna come for you and shred it. You don't get to live it forever. You thought that's gonna stand. You're looking around, but you're light. You're light. You know, and you said blah blah blah. You're talking about a hater. That's not even you, so you can't assume, right? Because everyone's pro them. That's a biased opinion too. You don't even live it. Demonizing something, demonizing. That's why they're losing too now. And then you said no limit, and you got snared. You got shit kicked, right? Because it's not actually no limit. It has to come down, you know. So that's what's happening too, with the chicks too. They call it, and they're gonna be laughing too because the guys are no cock. That's the funny thing, soft cocks, and they chose to do the old shredding. We take it to show them that's kid shit. That's kid shit. And the war is taking the heat.